Tonight on the South Today, an innovative redeveloped Marae in Invercargill reopens, pioneering a greener future for the community. Dunedin students venture out on a South Otago pub tour, trying to uncover truths behind legends of rural bars. And some of Gore's local talent is taking to the streets at the start of a multi-day festival. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. A first-of-its-kind redeveloped Southland Marae reopened last week, aimed at creating a greener future for the community.
The Murihiku Marae was welcomed back with a pōwhiri on Friday, celebrating the reopening over a year after the laying of the stone. The $15 million redevelopment was aimed at turning the Marae into a community hub, with it now having educational spaces, a dining area and housing for kōmata on site. They have also become the first marae to incorporate a triple net zero approach. The marae was designed to maximise natural light. It's run on solar panels and has a rainwater harvest system with the stormwater treatment facilitated by the wetlands. Finance Minister Grant Robertson was invited to the opening ceremony, who was pleased to be a part of the celebration. The government helped fund the project, investing $9 million, with Robertson saying the outcome was more than they had hoped for. The revamp also enables Waihupai Runika to expand their community services, with Chairman Cyril Gilroy hoping to add a medical space and a place for the youth in the future. In Invercargill, the South Today.
3 teenagers have been arrested for stealing a motor vehicle in Dunedin this morning. A navy Toyota Hilux stolen from central Otago has been recovered by police, with members of the public spotting the vehicle on Tuesday morning. Police used road spikes to halt the vehicle on John Wilson Ocean Drive in Dunedin's St Kilda. The 3 young people are being interviewed regarding a chain of offences across Otago over the long weekend. Police are looking to hold those accountable for any car theft, and investigations into this flurry of stolen vehicles are ongoing. The streets of Gore were littered with enthusiastic musicians last week, kick-starting an annual music festival. The Freeze Your Bits Off busking competition saw a range of local talent busting out a tune, with the junior section stealing the hearts of many.
Country songs were echoing through Gore on Friday as school students hit the streets with their best beats. It was day 1 of 3 in the annual Freeze Your Bits Off busking competition, with a wide range of performances on offer. The competition's a key part of the 10-day Tussock Country Music Festival, taking place in Gore this week. Organisers estimate the festival brings around 10,000 people to the region and say they're delighted with the range of international and local talent on display. The busking finals are set to take place on Sunday afternoon, with a tough job ahead for the judging panel.
It's hard as a judge having to judge between kapa haka and jazz, which is going on behind us. But just so fantastic and great to see the high school students out here, and we're on to the juniors next up, which will be good fun.
The buskers drew large crowds, with locals and visitors alike flooding the footpaths to soak up the joyful tunes.
3 of my grandkids playing in this band over here, and it's awesome.
It's so cool, literally, it's so cool.
Bloody awesome atmosphere.
Really enjoying these kids.
It's really, really cool seeing the kids out doing their thing on the street.
The festival continues over the weekend, concluding with the prestigious Gold Guitar Awards on Sunday evening.
Guinea pigs from all around Otago were primped and preened over the weekend, taking centre stage at a regional show.
Guinea pigs of all colours and sizes were judged at the Otago Cavi Club on Sunday as part of their winter show at Dunedin's Carisbrook School Hall. These little creatures received a 5-star grooming treatment ahead of the show, with the longer-haired animals getting a blow-dry and a comb before their time in the spotlight. Around 80 guinea pigs were entered across a range of different categories, including members' pets, novice pets and purebreds.
At home I have a few breeds of guinea pigs what I breed, and I breed them and I follow the New Zealand Cavi Council breed standards.
It was the first year this competition had been run in Dunedin, with Wilson Jones using it as a way to bring the furry animal lovers from around the South Island together. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Are South Otago pubs scary? That's the question one Dunedin student set out to find the answer to on a tour of the region. A recent article in a student magazine had painted some rural bars in a bad light, entertaining both patrons and owners.
The face of the scariest pub in South Otago, wearing a sombrero. A number of South Otago pubs were under fire last week thanks to a satire article in Otago University's student magazine, Critic Te Arohi. The article ranked a range of southern establishments by how scary they were, with Balclutha's Casa Fuego Eatery and Bar coming in at number 1.
I guess it's just the timing that people pop in and either enjoy the ambience or not. It could have been the skeletons and whatnot that threw people off.
On the contrary to the article, the pub was voted as one of the best restaurants in the Otago Hospitality Awards and proudly welcomes punters from all walks of life. The student author said his overall vibe of the bar was 100% scared, but owner Andrew Hayward Swain doesn't take the remarks personally.
Well, I don't really mind.
Yeah?
No, I think it's quite funny.
Some patrons believe that country pubs get a bad rap, thinking the article was a bit critical. Hayward Swain feels the fearful student should give Casa Fuego a second chance, saying they would happily be welcomed back with open arms. In Balclutha, the South Today.
Whai Yakane, still to come on the South Today. A Kiwi rugby superstar makes her way home for an all-important battle in the South. And country music rings loud in Gore at the annual Gold Guitars.
All new episodes of Put Some Colour in Your Life are now screening on Channel 39. Take a look at Australian artists and the techniques they use in their studio. Put Some Colour in Your Life. Tuesdays, 7:30.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Snap up a deal this weekend at John's Furniture Warehouse. My mate John's taken 50% off selected furniture and beds, plus 20% off everything else. His massive warehouse is packed full of great value furniture deals, in stock and ready to rock, no waiting. Snap up a deal this weekend. Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street.
Get that furniture from Stafford Street. And my mate John.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with zero deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Southland's finest sporting talents were on display over the long weekend, with a national rugby star making a return to her roots. Blackfern's prop Amy Rule guest starred in the annual Country vs Town fixture, helping from the sidelines and offering some inspiration to the new generation.
Southland was divided into two on King's birthday as players took the field for the annual Country vs Town derby. Strong crowds were in attendance at Rugby Park as the sunny Southland weather turned on for the 3 games of high-quality rugby. Blackfern's prop Amy Rule made her way home for guest appearance in the women's game, featuring in the Country team's starting lineup.
It's awesome getting home and connecting with family and friends. This will always be a special place to my heart. This is where it all started for me for rugby.
She enjoys seeing everyone connecting and sharing fond memories over the sport, continuing to grow women's rugby and making for a great atmosphere.
It's awesome to see people love the game and love everything that the girls have done in the rugby space. It's awesome.
Rule is striving to help make a more supportive environment in the women's rugby space, inspiring the younger generation to try follow in her footsteps.
For the younger girls, it's a role model that they can see from the region, that they know, that they've seen on the big screen. She's played, Blackburns for years.
The friendly rivalry ran strong in the women's game, which came down to a nail-biting finish, with Country just scrapping the victory 32-29. In Invercargill, the South Today.
It was a war of words and tunes down south last week as country music stars showed off their songwriting skills. The MLT Songwriting Awards tuned up in Gore for Country Music Week, where finalists belted out their songs to a stacked crowd.
Plucking banjos and twanging guitars, performing in the country music capital of New Zealand. The MLT Songwriting Awards struck a high note in Gore last Thursday at the SBS St James Theatre. 10 country music finalists from across the country came to showcase their songwriting talents, playing in front of an enthusiastic crowd.
Just a great opportunity to kind of network with a lot of the other country musicians and country songwriters.
Father-daughter duo Ron and Jenny Mitchell came runner-up with their song Daffodils, placing for their first time with a tune about growing older.
I love songwriting as sort of my favourite part of being a musician, so I love that it's all about the song.
Around 90 songs were entered in the competition, with former Dunedin songwriter Matt Joe Gow taking out the top award.
It's my first time as part of the MLT Songwriting Awards, but we have been here before and played a couple shows, yeah.
New Zealand Songwriters Trust Chairman Jeff Ray says he's happy established songwriters are now entering the awards, leading to the quality of songs on show being higher. In Gore, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. A visionary redesign for the Murihiku Marae was unveiled in Invercargill, laying a greener path for the future. Rural bars in South Otago try to debunk the myths of being scary after an article featured in a student magazine. And shining a spotlight on some southern talent, the Freezy Bits Off competition got underway in Gore. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening, Hannah.
What can we expect in Wednesday's paper?
Well, we've got a bit of a story about a crime wave sweeping across the region actually. We've had a large number of stolen cars from all over the region which have been pitching up in Dunedin in the last few days. Possibly connected, possibly not. There's also been a large spike in DICs in the last few days as well.
Right.
So a lot of dangerous activity that police are quite concerned about. Speaking of concerned authorities, we've also got the Corrections Department who are worried about what's going to happen with mentally ill criminals now that there appears to be a possibility that the number of beds at Walkery Mental Health Facility will get to be reduced. Yes. It being Wednesday tomorrow, we've got to be careful, it's a long, short week, it's hard to remember. We've also got our fresh section with lots of recipes and also profiles of some aspiring Dunedin chefs.
Lovely, we look forward to that. So thank you for sharing this evening, Mike.
Thank you.
Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, we're looking down the barrel of a long fine spell for southern districts as high pressure lies over the region most of this week. Heading to the top of the South Island. Clear skies with easterlies up through here tomorrow with highs of 14 in Nelson and Greymouth, while Christchurch is getting a bit of a chillier 12 degrees with cloud and nor'easterlies. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Ashburton's looking cloudy tomorrow with northeast winds and 12 degrees. Timaru's fine with 13, and Oamaru is in for an 11-degree day with some cloud and light winds. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Light winds and fine with 11 for Wanaka tomorrow. Clear skies but cool temperatures in Queenstown, just breaking the double digits with a high of 10, while Alexandra is a touch warmer with 12 degrees and light winds. Heading further south. Fine with light winds down here with highs of 11 in Gore, Balclutha and the Catlins, with some coastal cloud at times too. And across to the deep south, fine and frosty as it drops to -1 in Invercargill overnight. Tomorrow and Thursday are looking sunny with light winds after a few frosty nights. Wednesday's high will be 11, then creeping ahead slightly to 12 the next day. And finally heading to Dunedin. Low cloud rolls in tonight with nor'westerly winds and a low of 7 in the city. More low cloud first up tomorrow before a sunny day with scattered cloud, nor'easterlies and a high of 11. And into Thursday, misty to start before a crisp but clear day with 12 degrees as the high. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And we're also on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Snap up a deal this weekend! My mate John's taken 50% off selected furniture and beds, plus 20% off everything else! Only at John's Furniture Warehouse.
My mate John.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Passion,
drama,
competition,
rivalry, marketing,
numbers, atmosphere,
power, fight,
attack,
intuition,
love,
hate, money,
cash,
millionaires,
fans,
and fans.
Oh boy.